This video is going to be an update on my current Amazon ads campaigns for Amazon KDP. So I'm definitely brand new to ads. If you haven't checked out my first video of actually talking about starting the ads, then I'm going to link it here above. I plan to do a whole series kind of giving updates whenever I get the chance to, so you guys can follow along this journey with me. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the actual ads campaigns that I have in more detail, going over my bids, how it's going, the things that I've already changed. And I also want to show you exactly what I did to start these ad campaigns. Now, I just want to say, again, as I said in the previous video, that this is not a tutorial. I'm not recommending to do this. I haven't seen positive results yet, so I don't really want to tell you or encourage you to do this in your own business until I know if this works or not. But I think it's a great experience just to share what I'm doing, and hopefully you can learn something. So first, let's go over what I actually did to start all of these campaigns, and then I'll deep dive into all of the data that I already have and the things I've already changed. So first, you go to your Amazon KDP dashboard and you hit marketing here in the top right. And then you go to Amazon ads. I'm running these in the Amazon.com, so like the USA, and I'm just doing that because that's where most of my sales come from. And I'm honestly just so new to ads. I don't really want to go in other countries and try to test all of that out right now. So I'm just going to focus on Amazon.com. So you click that or whichever country you want to do, and then go to ads console. And when you do that, it's going to bring you to this page here. And then to create a campaign, if you already have one running like I do, you just hit this create campaign button here. And then it will open up this new page where you can choose your campaign type. Now you can do obviously whatever you want, but what I did for this video or for these campaigns is I did sponsored products and I just hit continue. And when you do that, it will open up this campaign builder page here. Now I did not do anything fancy for this. There's so much that you can do with campaign builders, but I'm going to just show you exactly what I did, and it literally did not take me very long to do, and it's very simple. So instead of custom text ad, I did standard ad. This pretty much means that it's just going to advertise it without any custom text. So when it pops up on the page, you could add a little blurb if you wanted to, like if you're looking for the perfect present for your child for on Christmas or something, like this coloring book is great, blah, blah, blah. I just did standard. The way I'm doing my ads, it didn't really make sense to do custom for most of them. And I honestly am just trying to focus on the ad portion and the data and everything and not trying to worry too much about the other details. So for ad group name, you can put whatever you want. And then for products, I just typed in dolphin, so that way none of my books would show up and I wouldn't have to worry about trying to blur it out. But this is where you would type in the products that you're looking for, or I noticed that it was in alphabetical order. So that was kind of cool that I could just go down like the alphabet and find the books. It does usually want like the exact word, so that was a little frustrating because it was hard for me to get ones that had similar titles, but they weren't exactly the same. Like I couldn't just type in like composition. Well, actually, that might not be true. I didn't actually try that, but I tried typing in something. I forget if it was paper or something like that, and it said I had no books, even though I knew that I had books. So I probably just wasn't doing it right, but just something to note that frustrated me is I was having a hard time getting all the products, but going alphabetically is kind of what worked best for me. So there's also a bunch of these little like question mark things here that kind of tell you, like if you click on it, like information about it and what it really means. So that's really helpful. And then for targeting, I did automatic targeting. So this means Amazon's going to find the keywords for me. You could do manual where you type in your own keywords and what you want Amazon to target. I'm not at that level yet to get super into it and make it very personalized and detailed. So we're just going to start with the basics. And then for default bid, I started at 5 cents for some and 7 cents for some. So you would just change this. Make sure you don't do like 0.5 because it'll change it to 50 cents. But when you're like going through this and you're I don't know, not spending as much time on it, like it's definitely easy to do. I've done that and then I had to fix it, and thankfully I caught it beforehand, but definitely possible to miss it, and then you end up paying a lot for your bids and you can get through your budget really fast. So that's what I did for that. I didn't do any of this negative keyword targeting or product targeting. I don't have like any data, so I don't think I can really do that. What that pretty much means, if I remember correctly, I don't want to click on these. I'm not sure if it'll bring like to a new page, but those are keywords or products that you don't want them to advertise. So if you find a keyword where you get a ton of clicks, but you never get any sales, that you could put it in here, and then it won't advertise it. So you could just open it up, type it, and then it's not going to use that word, because if you're getting tons of clicks and no sales, then why would you want to keep paying for it? You know what I mean? So moving down to campaign, I did dynamic bids down only, and that's because, well, to be honest, I do not have much money to be spending on ads, and I do not want Amazon to up my ads and then I get a bunch of clicks, then I get nothing, or I only get like 10 impressions because people click on them all and then that's it. Like, I just don't want Amazon going way up on my ads. So I did down only. So that means whatever ad or whatever bid I set, that Amazon will only go down on it. So if I have 5 cents, Amazon will decide if it only wants to do 4 cents or 3 cents, 2 cents. I think it only goes down to 2 cents, but you get what I mean. This way, it just doesn't go up. I'm fine if it goes down. I'm happy if it goes down, but I don't want it to go up. So now this little section blurb here seems new to me. I mean, the last time I did ads, I didn't really do ads, but this wasn't here. I did ads for like a day or two and then shut it off and only spent like $1 or $2 and got nowhere, but it's fine. That's why we're trying this again, and I'm trying really hard this time to write it out and figure it out so that way I can hopefully increase my sales and scale my business, and then in turn help all of you guys, especially those who are like me, who are petrified of ads. And honestly, this is just so much anxiety, but moving on. So this is new. I'm not entirely sure I understand what it is, but it seems like it says advertisers who adjusted their top of search bids during the last holiday season saw 87% increase to those who didn't. So I think this means if your book is already on the first page or something like that, you can increase your bid. Or if you want it on the first page, honestly, I'm not really sure, but you can increase your bid by a percent, and then it explains the percent. So if I do 0%, it's not going to change. If I do 5%, well, didn't do that math, but if I did like 100%, then it would change it to double, so it'd be 10 cents now, but I'm not doing that. We're just too much all at once. So then moving down to campaign name, again, you can do whatever you want. For start and end date, it usually does a start date for the day, but you can change it. I just did it for the day. And then end date, I did it for one I did, I think the 12th of December, maybe. It always puts it really far out. And then maybe like the 14th or something. I was trying to do it for a week or less, and then I can extend it. Like, I know I probably need to do it for longer to get better data, but I get really nervous that I'm going to like completely forget about it and then spend $1 million or something, which I just don't have right now. So that's totally up to you. You can definitely change the dates, and I'll show you that once we're there. And then for daily budget, I did a range of $1 to $3 because I have 5 different campaigns and I'm not trying to spend a ton of money. I think I have like $20 or $40 somewhere around there to spend on ads before I have to shut them off or either keep going if they're being successful. So I definitely try to keep it low, which I know isn't going to be the best for getting enough data to kind of figure out what I need to do, but you got to start somewhere, right? And then you would just hit launch campaign and it would be like, yay, like you launched your campaign. And then you would get an email when they're eligible to actually be like delivering. And what kind of confuses me a little about that is when you log into your dashboard, at least when I did, it already said they were all delivering like immediately, but like they weren't. And then I got a ton of emails, and I didn't even get emails for all of them. It was kind of really weird, but most of them seem to be working right now. So we're just going to ride it out and see what happens. But I hope that was helpful. That's what I did for all of these. I literally did the same thing. I just changed the name and what books I put in it. So moving on to like my current data, what I'm doing, what I'm changing, my bids, let's get into it. So far, most of them, if not all of the campaigns, went live yesterday and still going on today. So I have a total of 73 impressions, and so far I've spent 7 cents. A little scary. I mean, I know 7 cents isn't like a ton of money, but like just seeing like having to spend money and then not having sales is just, it's just so much anxiety for me. So ads are really terrifying, but it's okay. We're gonna get through this, and hopefully I learn a lot and I can help you guys. So going down here, it looks like the one that had the click was the lottery ad 2, which I believe is the one with my best-selling books, which is why I have a daily budget of 3 cents. And yeah, there's no other data here yet. And then you can see the dates here. So I'm probably going to change this. Actually, I'm just going to change it now, not to June. I wish I would stop putting it so far out because I don't want to go that far yet. So let's change it to the 15th. And I'm just doing that because I want it to be running enough where I can actually get like an idea of where it's at. You know, I just want to have enough data. So I'm going to change all of these to the 15th, and I'm going the wrong way. Goodness. So this should give me at least a week, and then I can decide to continue it or not. I really just want enough information to know if like I should keep going on it or not, or if it's like really tanking. But I know that a week probably still isn't a ton of time, but it's better than nothing. So moving on, let's go to targeting so I can show you my bids. And I've already adjusted these, so I can't really show you what I had them at before, but I'm going to tell you, so it's okay. So it says I have 15 targets not delivering right now, and then it says like the little info thing that I need to increase my bid because there's no impressions. So like that's fun. Not super thrilled, but so I had all of my bids set between 5 and 7 cents, right? So then yesterday night, I upped a lot of them to 9 cents, okay? And I did that because it had been a few hours and like I just wasn't getting anything. So I'm like, you know what, let me up some. And then I went in today, and I upped some to 10 cents. And I still have some, like this one's 5 cents, 7 cents. But the ones that are getting nothing, I up to 10 cents. And I'm gonna see how that works for probably the next like, I don't know, 5-7 hours. Maybe tonight, if I still have nothing, I'll go and adjust it, because looking at this adjusted bid over here, I'm like way off. And I know that that's like, that like can be okay. Like I've definitely seen people who say like not to do these suggested bids, some who say to do the low end. Like there's so many different opinions out there. But they definitely have pretty high suggested bids compared to what I'm doing. But like this one has 43 cents as suggested, and I have 5 cents and 11 impressions. So it's like, I feel like I can't always go off of that. So I'm going to just see how 10 cents goes. But this is the one that got a click. It was close match for lottery ad set 2, and it had 12 impressions. I don't have a ton of data yet, obviously. This one had 21 impressions and 16, and let me see which one that is. So that was lottery ad set 2 and lottery ad set 3. So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really had many impressions. I had none. No, I've had 3 for my personal book, or 4 for my personal book. And I've had, I don't know, I guess it's kind of spread out if I look through the list itself. So I'm kind of just waiting here. I was kind of expecting it to like just have like a ton of impressions and everything all at once, but I'm trying to keep my bids low. So I think that's kind of what's going on. But I'm learning. I'm figuring this out. I hope that this is going to be somewhat helpful at least. And I plan to do updates. I might not be able to do them daily, but I plan to do updates at least within the next week, just as I learn through this, and we'll just kind of see what happens. If I continue ads, if I stop them again, if it works, if it doesn't work, etc. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope it kind of gives you a little bit more of an insight on what I'm doing. And I really appreciate all of the support. And if you found any value in this video, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. It really, really helps out this channel and really helps me out. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you very, very much for watching and listening, and I hope that you have a great day.